forward. Meantime, Steelers tight end Vance McDonald has tested positive for COVID-19. He played in 20 offensive snaps in Sunday's win against Dallas. The Steelers now in the league's intensive protocol and in the process of completing contact tracing with assistance from the NFL and NFLPA. And on Monday Night Football, the Patriots beat the Jets 30-27. Nick Folk, a 51-yard game-winning field goal. Cam Newton, 2 rushing touchdowns for the Patriots in their 3rd win. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Napa know-how.
Right now, get a 5-quart jug of Napa full synthetic motor oil and a platinum filter for just $22.98. They're an iconic duo like salt and pepper, a hammer and a nail, or the holidays and awkward hugs. You can't get one without the other. That's Napa full synthetic and a platinum filter for just $22.98. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
General States pricing. Sales price does not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer ends 12/31/20.
Salute to Service is the NFL's year-round effort to honor, empower, and connect with our nation's service members, veterans, and their families through long-standing partnerships that support our military community. The NFL, clubs, players, and USAA thank all of our armed forces serving in the United States and around the world. Bid on authentic, game-worn Salute to Service items, where 100% of the proceeds are donated to the NFL's military nonprofit partners. Join the NFL and USAA in Salute to Service by visiting nfl.com/salute.
Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning, I'm Brian Hull. The Sports Center update brought to you by Great Flood Brewing Company. Mention ESPN Louisville for a discount on your next appetizer at the Middletown location only. More bad news coming out for the University of Louisville men's basketball team yesterday, as just days after the announcement that big man Malik Williams will be missing an extended period of time for the Cards, they have added another player to the injury list in grad transfer Charles Minlin Jr. Minlin Jr. is expected to miss the next 6 weeks of action due to a sprained MCL. In other college basketball news, the AP preseason polls for the upcoming season were released yesterday, with Kentucky coming in at number 10. Meanwhile, Indiana and Louisville received votes but were kept out of the top 25. The Louisville women, on the other hand, came in at number 4 in their poll. Sticking with the Louisville women's team, it was also announced today that senior guard Dana Evans is the preseason player of the year for women's college basketball. Moving on to football, Louisville continues to prepare for their matchup against Virginia this weekend. And yesterday, head coach Scott Satterfield met with the media, and he stressed not overthinking his game plan with the extra week of preparation.
You don't ever want to overanalyze them, because I think when it ends up being information overload, you start putting too many plays in offensively, defensively, and in the kicking game. And so we didn't do any of that. You know, we kind of, you know, you watch film and you can just keep your mind fresh about who you're getting ready to play and about things that are going on. You know, but really you just stick with what you had in the game plan. And
the Cards and the Cavs are set to kick off at 3:30 on Saturday. You'll be able to catch that on the ACC network, but be sure to catch all our pregame coverage right here on 93.9 The Ville, leading you all the way up to game time, immediately following the game for the postgame show. Moving on to Kentucky, they're looking to pick up a win after their bye week, as they'll take on Vanderbilt this weekend. And head coach Mark Stoops met with the media yesterday, and he addressed the team's quarterback situation.
The person who's going to give us the best opportunity to win right now is who we're going with, because we're here to win games and what we're going to do. But there is there. I mean, I do want to see. I want to continue to be fair and to be right to Terry. And if he gives us the best opportunity to win games, he'll be in there. And he did have a good week of practice last week. With that being said, I still think Joey and Bo have great upside, and I want to see them.
The Cats and the Commodores are set to kick off at noon on Saturday. Be sure to catch all our postgame coverage on ESPN 680. And last but certainly not least, just a reminder that ESPN Louisville is your exclusive home for the NFL this season. And in last night's Monday Night Football action, the New England Patriots eked out a 30-27 victory over the Jets, thanks to a last-second field goal. Keep it locked here. Middays with Marcus Maben is next. This is SportsCenter.
With this weekend's major
1 minute, fellas.
Professional and collegiate football, there will be no shortage of action. DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app, wants to put you in the center of it all. To celebrate Sunday's action, DraftKings is ensuring all new users are covered up to $100. That's right, you bet, they cover with risk-free Sunday betting on all of Sunday's action. DraftKings will have special promotions and odds boosts every day of this year's tournament in Augusta, Georgia. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code WLCL when you sign up to ensure your Sunday bets up to $100. That's code WLCL during sign up for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Indiana only, risk-free coverage paid out in site credits. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
That's his game. They don't get back. Hayward's look at his steal. Here's the steal. 3-on-1. Alley-oop. Oh, my goodness. Marcus Mason. And you certainly are in love with him here in Louisville. Marcus in the open floor. Hops incredible. Here comes Mason off the steal. Oh, my goodness.
We're getting a little bit. Yesterday, we got a lot of news. Today, we have a lot of news now. But one thing we do have is timelines. And timelines that I think look very good for the University of Louisville. So we'll get to that, man. I'm excited about that. My son's got his second game tonight. I'm excited about that. So I'm going to be heading over to that. Tomorrow, I'm actually moving into our apartment in Knoxville, Sevierville there. So
still taking applications.
No, listen, I'll still be on the show every day. But I am, I'll be, my wife is starting that job next week. So we're excited about that, which we're not moving there. We still have a house here that we're keeping. So, but yeah, so that's good. That's going to be exciting, man. I'm looking forward to it. So got a lot of good stuff going on.
Brian Hall in the booth. Brian, what's going on, my man?
Not too much, just I'm excited too. There's a lot going on right now, obviously.
You're excited about Steve getting out of here that bad?
Do what?
You want Steve to get out of here that bad?
Yeah, I'm excited to put my resume in for the co-host job and move up in the world. So I'm excited for that,
Fair enough. I think the Bengals are going to beat the Steelers now, so that's good. I'm excited about that.
Upset, loss number one.
Yep, because now that the Cowboys are hurting, my one goal of the season is just to root against Pittsburgh. So let's go Bengals. So we got that going. A lot happening, man.
Big shout out to women's basketball.
And Dana Evans.
Dana Evans, Player of the Year preseason.
I like that. And we all want to see Haley.
Yeah.
Haley Van Lith, I'm curious.
I'm excited about her.
I am curious. Who else we got shout outs for? I know somebody else. Texters, are we missing somebody right off the bat?
They were also
double gold jerseys. David Johnson, we got to talk about that.
The women were also picked number one in the ACC.
In the ACC conference. Am I forgetting anything? Happy birthday, Teddy B.
Happy birthday.
Definitely happy birthday. Of course, we have a random question that had myself and Steve Rummage singing jingles during this morning. Got a couple songs and jingles stuck in everybody's head. Anything else we missing? ACC basketball, Satterfield speaks out, gives us kind of an idea what we're going to look at going into the Virginia game. Said a couple of funny things that got my attention. Let me know he's a real deal coach.
Because we are in that weird week or two here where, that's fair, Texter. That's fair.
That is pretty funny.
So, I'm still wearing it today. For the rest of the season, I'm actually going to be wearing it. So, but anyways, they here that was kind of funny. But we're in that weird week or two where usually this week or two has happened a couple weeks ago, but where it is game week for this football team that can still, that's still improving, that we're excited about. But it is also a day where we talked a lot about basketball today, and I'm not going to lie, today at first is probably going to be a lot of basketball too, because we are also creeping into that. And this year's a little different because we're just getting the schedule today.
Right.
Usually this is a conversation we're having in the late summer, about, and then we you have a couple days there where it's, oh, okay, we got the schedule, this, boom, 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 and then it's, okay, back to getting ready for the football season. This is different, though, because we're in the middle of the football season, but now we're just getting the schedule, and we start basketball in 2 weeks. So it's kind of, okay, here we go.
I can handle that.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that.
Should Cam regret signing with the Patriots?
No, Benji, I'm not moving for good. We just got an apartment down there. By the way, it is beautiful, dude.
Don't you listen to the show, Benji? He's been explaining to you that this is just a moonlighting position.
Benji's becoming that guy for me that I'm like, if I come up dead one day, like, go find Benji.
Listen, he hates your Cowboys.
He's funny, man. I actually like him.
Connor Cam said he has no problem with a lot of basketball talk.
Yeah, well, we're going to be doing that. So yeah. But anyways, by the way, too, let me just say real quick, dude, a brand new apartment. It's beautiful. You open the window, you're overlooking the Smokies. It's just like, it's awesome. I'm excited about it.
Tennessee is nice.
It's beautiful. So yeah. So where do you want to start? Yeah,
I was going to ask you the same thing. Okay, what really moves the meter? Schedule release. Schedule. You know what? Schedule release moves the meter for me. Brian Hall. I want to know why it moves the meter for you right off the bat. Because I see you in there nodding your head. Usually you're shaking your head at everything I say. You're disagreeing behind the booth. You're punching the glass because you want me to just stop talking. Now, what makes you agree with what I just said? Schedule release moves the meter.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where just, obviously I always get pumped about the schedule release because it makes you feel like college basketball season's right around the corner. But
gets the juices flowing.
Moves the needle just because you now know what you face. It's not a mystery anymore because this year's been so up and down, 2020. And, usually you have your schedule set almost years in advance. And okay,
pause,
go ahead.
Real quick. You pause. Steve.
It's my time.
Don't lose your thought.
Okay.
It's my time.
Steve, while he's finishing this, I want you to bring up some of the local commentary on the schedule release, if you could, just what people have to say about, what our schedule is going to bring up, if you like.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, I'd like for you to find just some local, what people think about the schedule release kind of in general. Like, just peek if you want to take a peek.
Well, I think there was a lot of mystery this year because you usually, you have a set schedule in advance. You hear a year before. Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking
like
to
a
Steve.
year before, you kind of hear, okay, they're going to play in this preseason tournament or they're going to play in this, December event. And you kind of know the teams that are going to be in it. Some of the deals that you have, like a 2-for-1 deal or whatever with teams, and they filled in. And then you got your conference schedule. This year it was a complete mystery up until the last minute until it was released. So I think it had a little bit more of a needle move just because, we know we're 2 to 3 weeks out and we still didn't know who we were going to play, and now we know.
Okay, so this is what I'll do, Steve. X that idea.
Okay, because I'm listening. You tell me what you're wanting to do here, because I also have a way.
I'm listening.
That I would like to go through this too as well.
I'm listening.
I want to make sure that we go through this schedule, and I have the schedule pulled up, and I want to do this for a reason because this is important, especially after yesterday. I want to give people 2 dates. And we're going to call it the Charles Minlin line, and we're going to call it the Malik Williams line.
It's a better way to do it.
And then we'll go through the schedule, and we'll cross over those 2 lines. Let me give you those 2 dates. We learned on November 6th.
Ish.
I think, Friday's when the release came out, right? that Malik Williams was out for the season. Or, I'm sorry, out for 12 weeks. Okay? Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bump that up to the 13th because I don't know when Malik had surgery.
Right.
Actually, you know what? I won't even do that. I'll bump that up to today, the 10th, because I'm assuming he's had his surgery by now. Okay? So this isn't estimated, but it's still going to give us the week. So that would put us.
I started Kent Taylor now. Just kidding, Kent.
That would put us February 2nd, the week of February 1st, as Malik Williams coming back.
Feb 1st.
All right, so do we got that?
Yep.
Okay, does everybody got that? Right. If you're in your car, if you're at work, whatever, I want everybody to write February 1st, Malik Williams. Okay? Charles Minlin, we heard yesterday, was out 6 weeks. That injury happened on Thursday, so I'm going to go ahead and start that from yesterday.
And let's mark it as an MCL sprain.
Right. So there's no surgery.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no surgery. So I'm still going to start that from yesterday when we heard the news. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that would put us, let's see, it's the 10th today, 6 weeks, right? Okay, that would put us at around December 21st for Charles Minlin.
Got it.
Okay? So everybody write December 21st,
Charles
Minlin. Okay? Okay, and I don't know when Malik's having his surgery, so we're within a week there. So even if we bump it out to the second week of February, that's fine, which I might do that. We might do that. Maybe we'll go February 8th, Malik Williams. But we'll just leave it there. Because 12 weeks is also the high end of that, too.
Yes, this is Coach Mack. Don't ask me.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, I don't think we're doing the Mac. One thing, Drew Diener brought this up yesterday, and he was right. Coach Mack doesn't do the 10 to 12, the 4 to 6. It's 12 weeks. Don't talk to me about it again. If he comes back sooner, great. So we have those dates now. Estimated when Charles Minlin and Malik Williams will be back. All right. So those dates is what we have. Now we have a schedule. Now, before we do this, do you want to take a phone call or do we want to go into the schedule?
I can take the phone call.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and take the phone call real quick.
Andy, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I just kind of wanted to weigh in on the schedule thing, and not to be Debbie Downer, but I just want to get a year where we go in with no injuries, no COVID. Let's get Chris Mack a year where he can just kind of shine, because first year it was all Patino players. That was the reason. Second year we get cut off right in the tournament. This year we start out with 3 injuries, and we know we're going to miss 3 or 4 games at least with the coronavirus. So it's hard to get up for this schedule release, and I hate to kill your all's buzz, but I'm
fair enough.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You wanted to kill the buzz, and you needed to kill the buzz this early in the morning.
So, but I'll hang up and get your thoughts on that side of it and see what you think. Thanks, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate the call. No. Here's the thing, Steve. I had this thought this morning when I was listening to Gibbs teach me about politics, right?
Jesus.
So, yeah, he's teaching me how it all works. So, in the middle of that, you're gonna laugh on the inside, Steve, and everybody else is gonna laugh on the outside about what we're talking about. So during this conversation I had this morning, I was thinking about, basically taking the gloves off, and stripping down and fighting man to man.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about a movie, right?
Okay.
You know what the movie was?
Listen.
Predator.
Okay.
Do you remember Predator, the original Arnold Schwarzenegger in the jungle Predator movie?
Yeah.
Not really in detail too much.
Yeah.
Well, there comes a scene where the mud eventually gets rinsed off of Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the Predator kind of goes up to him and then realizes, okay, you done took off your camouflage and you done took off all that extra stuff.
Yeah.
Then the Predator goes over there, and he takes off his stuff, and he takes off his tools and equipment.
Yep.
And then he jumps down, and he does who's my football player, Green Bay? Who likes to do the
Clay
Predator.
Matthews.
Yeah, Clay Matthews just does the Predator. Like, now we get to see you one-on-one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With just not necessarily overwhelming talent, not underwhelming talent, just your talent, right?
Yeah.
Now I get to see a fight.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, COVID was being described as the Predator. You know, in another conversation. Okay. So, schedule time. Andy, I feel you, what you're saying, but sometimes you got to go in with your raw, you know what I'm saying, just raw talent, raw ability, coach them up. Where we go from here, Steve?
Yeah. Sorry, I was reading that.
Are you going to start name? Or are you going to start
schedule surgery for this week? Yeah. Okay. So fair enough. Yeah. So we'll keep it around that week. Okay. Appreciate that information, by the way, too, Texter. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. So we start out with the MTE. Mm-hmm. The MTE, we know for a fact we will not have Charles Menlin or Malik Williams. Mm-hmm. Okay. So here's where we're at. We play Southern Illinois, Seton Hall, Prairie View, Western Kentucky, UNC Greensboro. That's the MTE. Okay. That's
Prairie View, Western, and UNCG.
Yeah. Now, this is what we talked about a lot yesterday, and we'll revisit that for a second. This is a time where I think you're really going to get to some guys are going to get playing time.
Yeah.
That maybe weren't. I mean, not that they weren't, but they're going to get extended.
Tournament.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
This is the Predator tournament for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is going to be a section here where Quinn's going to get a lot of run. Jalen's going to get a lot of run. Aiden's going to get a lot of run. I'll be blown away if you didn't see Wisnitzer to an extent. Especially Southern Illinois, I think, is one of they're probably the easiest team in this MTE that we play by far, I think. So that game one, you would hope you can win that game.
No, they're going to be hyped. We're going to, if we don't come ready to play.
Well, and I'm saying win that game. Yeah, I know. And Greensboro got votes for the top 25. Like, yeah, they're not a bad team. You know,
no, listen, we got votes for the top 25. They got votes for the top 25. Yeah, you have a bare bones.
Yeah,
squad right now.
Yeah, so you're going to go through that MTE. So that's 5 games right there. You're going to come out of that MTE, and the next week you're going to go to number 7 Wisconsin. With no Malik Williams and no Charles Menlin. Now I'm saying things. Don't get me wrong though. It's gonna get better. Let's keep. Okay.
No, don't set them up.
So now
let them enjoy the ride.
Yeah. Now I am, especially with the success or non that we have in the MTE. I'm going to be excited to see some of these young guys go up there and say, okay, here's the number 7 team in the country in their house. Let's go see how you perform. Because the MTE is one thing. Now we're on the big stage. Now we're on ESPN. Now
you're on the road.
Yeah, now you're on the road. Now it's I mean, you're playing the team that won the Big Ten last year.
Now you're playing what Carlik Jones came to school for.
Yes.
Came to Louisville for.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So that's a really good point.
Yeah, so this is Carlik Jones. Well, hey, everybody, this is my appearance on the national stage. And he's been getting all the setup humanly possible. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we can find out what he's made of big stage wise early. You can set up the narrative for the way you're going to be judged moving forward.
Yeah, and Louisville at Wisconsin is going to draw some eyeballs. Top 10 Wisconsin. It's going to be aesthetically pleasing between the two teams.
Yeah, just the lettering on the television. Y'all are going to be excited about you. Listen, trust me. You're not going to care about Malik or Charles Menlin when that week is coming up. That's going to be a footnote. You've already seen your team play. You've already seen some look, you're already criticizing Coach Mack, or you're criticizing the players or the big man play, or somebody got to do better and somebody's ready to go to work. You're going to be moved. You're not going to be thinking about injuries by the time you hit Wisconsin.
Then you're going to get an entire week, Wednesday to Wednesday, for December 16th, where you open ACC play against NC State. I'm going to say you don't have Charles Minlin still.
Right.
But you're going to start getting whispers that
he's practicing.
He's practicing.
Yep.
He's getting better. Okay, so now we're here. Okay? Now, just like Lee and Lewis debuted in the Michigan State game. That's a great call, text. That's why I love the text line. I love the text line, even though
a lot of brains.
Some people yell at me. But that's a great point because Lee and Lewis, when you put them out there against Michigan State, it was like, oh.
Because that's why they came here.
Yeah, because they were like, man, we ain't played in this before. And they went
This
off.
is why I came here.
I mean, that was probably Trey Lewis' best game here. I mean, he was awesome. And Damian Lee was great, too, in that game, a game that really we should have won. But so we go up there, we do that. Now
where did we finish that year in the tournament?
Why you got to be like, we got to do stuff like that? Like, we're having a good time here.
I'm having a great time. Let's go.
Okay. So now we go a whole week. Now it's open ACC play, NC State. There's going to be a vibe around this NC State game because now I believe we're about to get Charles Minlin back. So now we're coming in. We're playing.
I got Kevin Keats on deck.
Yep, and we're playing a team that I feel like, okay, this is a good matchup here. Then you go from there to the next Tuesday.
Wait a minute, is Kevin Keats still the coach?
Yeah.
Are they on probation?
No.
Okay.
But then the next week, you're going to Pittsburgh. Now Charles Minlin's back.
And we don't like Cable.
So now we've added Charles Minlin back.
Cable don't like us.
Whatever. Don't matter.
Cable don't like Mac.
Malik
gonna put the headband on. You don't remember when Malik put the headband on?
This Pitt team lost a lot, though.
Right.
Yeah, so this is a game. NC State's going to be a pretty equal game. I think Pitt you're going to beat, and you're going to get Charles Minlin back. So now we go to Kentucky. That brings out a emotion in itself, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but you still don't have Malik, but now Minlin's back. Then you're going to celebrate the new year. Everybody's going to be excited. I think everybody's going to be happy to get 2020 behind them. I told somebody the other day, I was like, it's going to be the most lit new year of all time, probably. So, I mean, I don't care. It will be for me. But look, everybody's going to be happy. It's going to be turn over a new leaf. Now it's 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And now we go into conference play. You start the year off at Boston College, Virginia Tech at home, Georgia Tech at home, at Wake Forest.
I'll take that start.
That's not a bad start to the new year. That's not a bad start.
It's not bad scheduling.
It's not bad scheduling. Now we're seeing what we have. Now we know what we have with different things. Now Minlin's back. We're pretty healthy. We're feeling like, so that's a good thing, okay? Now we go into a tough 3-game stretch right here.
Right now, listen, Jalen's in the early running of newcomer of the year, ACC.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you're feeling good.
Yeah, so now we're going to go into at Miami.
Freshman of the year, not newcomer.
I got you. At Miami, Florida State at home, or here in Louisville, and Duke here in Louisville. It's tough. There's no way around it. That's tough. And missing Malik. If we get one of those, I'm okay with that. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's get one of those. Then we play Boston College here at home. That's a game we feel like we're going to win. Now we've turned it over again. Now it's February. Now we're starting to talk. Malik,
who's there?
Yeah, Malik's about ready. He's about ready. He might be ready now, but we're not going to play him at Boston College. Okay.
And Coach Mack doesn't mind unveiling people for big games.
I'm sorry. At Syracuse. I'm sorry. We're not going to play him at Syracuse. Okay. Now it's February 6th. We're not going to play him against Virginia at Virginia.
Not quite ready.
Not quite ready, but he's close. Now we come back home. Pittsburgh. A game we feel like we should win.
Actually, he's practicing, but we're getting mad at Coach.
Yep. That's why I'm going to say today.
If he's practicing, why ain't he playing, Coach?
I know. This is where I'm going to draw the Malik Williams line. I think Pittsburgh, February 9th. I think Malik Williams comes back.
Coach Mack, I'm going to pull Malik out just for y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Malik Williams comes back. So now let's play Steve's game here that Malik Williams comes back. So now Malik's back, but he's not full strength, but he's back. Pittsburgh, we go to Virginia Tech. Full team. We go, but Malik's getting better. Syracuse back at home. Malik's now 3 games in. He's feeling pretty good. Now we get to finish the season off. Now we get a crack. Now we get a crack at North Carolina in Chapel Hill. Full team. Now we get Notre Dame at home. Full team. Now we go to Cameron. Full team. Now we go
They
to.
don't want to see Malik in Cameron.
Now we go to Clemson. Full team. Now we bring in Virginia. Full team. Now we're going into the ACC tournament. We're fully healthy.
Game on.
We're ready to go. Schedule played out nicely for me. That's why I wanted to do all that with how it comes out, how it plays out. We got a lot of the games I think that we can win without Malik early.
Yep.
Now, is there some you might lose? Hey, Georgia Tech's not a terrible team. We know that. Georgia Tech returns everything they had last year.
Alvarado will be one of the guard player of the year kind of thing.
Listen, you might drop a game like that. You might drop an NC State. We'll see. I don't know. But, so I'm not saying you're going to win out those games, but you couldn't, in my mind, drew up the beginning of that conference schedule much better for Louisville. I think that sets up perfectly with the injuries. Now, if we were a full healthy team, I don't think I would have felt that way. I would have kind of said, why do y'all keep front loading or back loading our schedule?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to front load it because then
I'm ready.
And when Coach Mack loses 2 games at the end because we're playing 3 top 10 teams and y'all start saying, he's tanking again at the end of the year. No, he's not. He's getting beat at Cameron and at Virginia or something.
Florida State.
God, what are we doing here? And then a team like Clemson jumps up and gets you in the middle while you're in the middle of
while they're fighting for their tournament lives.
But we are dealing with injuries, so I do like how it played out this year. So I'm okay with the way. So, it kind of worked out greatly. And when you start to think about it like that, you've now started to go, okay, we're going to be healthy and ready to go well before conference tournament play. We're going to walk into conference tournament play a full team. God forbid.
Yep.
But we're going to walk into conference tournament play ready to go. That, to me, and I don't know how other Louisville fans feel, 38-31, 93-9, 81-50, 93-9, but this schedule and the dates of these injuries has rejuvenated me today in this basketball
And here's
season.
the thing. People, you keep in mind, this is not a set-up narrative. We got the schedule 10 minutes before the show started.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Steve's first reaction. This is Marcus's first reaction. When I see those first teams and when I think about our timeline on Menlyn, it was self-explanatory. Boom. This is what you do. Of course, you hope Malik is at the quicker side of it. I was happy when I heard the knee injury. When I hear sprain over surgery.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's scopes, sprains over surgeries are like, yeah, your 6-week timeline. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Steve, I transferred from San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
All I wanted to do was get a piece of these ACC schools. All I wanted to do is get in front of real, real TV, real competition. I'm Charles Menlyn. 6 weeks, it's going to be really hard. Like other guys, like when you deal with
let me add in, Charles Menlyn posted yesterday, already started rehab. Yeah, so he's
so this is you should have waited to the end to say that because I'm Charles Menlyn, Steve. I transferred from San Francisco. 6 weeks is what Coach said. I'm not missing 1 second longer than I need. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Malik or like when you come in off an injury, like a David, before you even know how to deal with an injury, before you had a desperation of a full season here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like David knew how he had to be taught patience with his injury. Right?
Yeah.
Sam watched David go through it. So Sam kind of, they have a little bit of patience with get 100% right. You know the plays. You know you can compete at this level.
Sure.
There's some uncertainty with somebody like Charles Midland, and some desperation. I can't miss games. I got one. I mean, you don't technically have one season, but you have an attitude. Like, I got 1 year to show these people.
There's no doubt Charles Midland's circling December 9th at Wisconsin. I don't know if he'll make it back by then, but I bet you that's what he circled. I bet he looked Fred Heenan in the face and said, hey, I really want to get back.
How many weeks would be the 9th?
The 9th.
Because, Steve, I would literally.
He sprained Thursday at practice, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be right at 5 weeks.
Steve, I would go to Indiana, find the casino, do a complete withdrawal of my accounts. Charles Midland, Wisconsin, put it all down. Book it.
You think?
If you got a 6-week recovery and Wisconsin is at the 5-week mark,
it would be 1 day before 5 weeks, just to be clear. So, I'm just trying to be technical here. But yeah, I know.
Book it.
Because an MCL sprain, right? 4 to 6. Even though Coach Mack don't like to do it, but
Steve, book it. You're going to have Charles Midland. He's coming from San Francisco. Mack brought you here for this game. I need OGs that can handle this.
An MCL sprain can take anywhere from a few days to 8 weeks. You might be right then.
That stat you read is coming from the average human being. That's like saying your percentage of long-term effects for 10-year-old through 50-year-old compared to 55 and 80.
Yeah.
That's the whole humanity. And that makes 8 weeks at the long side of it. In reality, he'll be jogging and shooting in 10 days.
Yeah.
The next 10 days are going to be conditioning and held one-on-one individuals and playing in the little game.
See, and
who are we kidding?
Listen, and I'm even taking it back. I said Charles Midland December 9th. I'm like, Charles Midland is he circled game 1.
Welcome to the party, Steve. Welcome to the party, Steve.
Charles game 1. Yeah, he circled game 1.
Okay, they said 6 weeks. We played in what, 2?
Yeah.
Like, who are y'all kidding?
Yeah.
Who are y'all kidding?
I know.
Like, Mac, yeah, I feel you, Mac. Listen, I know, I understand. Coaches got to lower the expectations and all that good stuff. But I'm telling you, Steve, when you have a adult grad transfer senior, you remember how Gorgie used to treat Coach Pitino?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It was just his shoulders were never tense when he had to say something to Coach Pitino.
Yeah.
Charles can look at Coach Mack straight in the face and say, I'm ready.
I know. Yeah, I can play. Listen,
Dwayne Sutton can look Coach Mack in the face and say, I'm ready.
I'm starting to get with you, man. I'm starting to say Wisconsin, man.
You see his figure, like you see his body. Like, does anything tell you that he can't play basketball in 3 weeks?
No. Yeah. All right. I'll go Wisconsin.
Golly, people. Y'all never cease to amaze me sometimes. Like, I think y'all forget how many years it took him to get here.
I know.
How many years it took him to get to this stage, Steve?
Yeah.
His dad played. He's been chasing legacy. I was going to take another 2 weeks off just to be a little bit on the safe side. Middays with Marcus Maben on 939 The Ville.
After the year we've had, Genesis Diamonds thinks you deserve something really special. And we're making it happen. This weekend, Genesis Diamonds' largest sale ever, with savings up to 35% store-wide, plus aggressive zero-interest financing, and an expanded selection of gorgeous all-new designer jewelry, rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, new engagement rings, too. Turn your 2020 challenge into a 2020 celebration with something special from Genesis. 3 days of incredible store-wide savings this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza, on approved credit.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming. And whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
Baltimore Ravens football plays here on ESPN Louisville.
Play action. Jackson keeps it. Sweeps around the left side. He will stroll in for the touchdown.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens look to stay hot Sunday as they take on the Patriots. Pre-game coverage begins at 7:50 with kickoff at 8:20 on 93.9. Presented by Liquor Barn, Body Armor Sports Drink, and Molly Malone St. Matthews, home of the Raven.
Tuesday with Greeny, we look back on Monday Night Football, the Patriots and the Jets. Can the Patriots salvage something of their season? And we start looking ahead to an enormous week to come. It's Greeny.
Catch Greeny from 12 to 2 p.m. on 93.9 The Ville. Hey guys, golfing season is back, and what better way to celebrate than with a round at Wooded View Golf Course in Clarksville. Located just minutes from downtown Louisville off Veterans Parkway and I-65, Wooded View Golf Course is convenient and affordable. Wooded View also features a pro shop, lounge, and an outdoor patio to relax for before and after your round. Schedule your tee time today at woodedviewgc.com. Again, that's woodedviewgc.com.
Hey, all you sports fans and dog lovers out there, Brian Hall here. When it's time for the big game, big fans need big TVs. And sometimes you may even want to bring your dog. And at Double Dogs, you can do both and even satisfy those big appetites. With choices like Black Angus burgers, wings tossed in homemade sauces, and dog bowl nachos. Double Dogs will make sure you get the fuel you need at lunch or dinner while never having to miss a game. So whether you have 2 legs or 4, you can cheer on and chow down at Double Dogs, located in the Middletown Commons.
Here's what you missed on the Diener Show.
Do they sell gift cards for the bars? My favorite is at the airport bar where you go, I'll take your beer. They go, do you want a shot with that? I'm like, am I hazing the pledges? What am I no, I just want a beer. Do you want a shot with that? No.
The answer is yes.
No, I don't want a shot with that. Yeah.
You have to understand, like, the answer is clearly yes.
Weekday morning, 7 to 10 on 93.9 The Ville, ESPN 680 and 105.7.
Mark Ennis here, telling you about my friends at Bosch Lawn Care. For the past few years, I've trusted Bosch Lawn Care with my yard maintenance at my house. That's mowing, weed eating, trimming bushes, cleaning mulch installation, and much more. Get yourself out of hours of work in the yard when you could be kicking back and enjoying time with your family and friends. Call 833-2GET-CUT. That's 833-243-8288, or visit them online at BoschLawnCare.com. Trust the lawn experts I trust. They're professional, affordable. Bosch Lawn Care.
The teams are back in action. Get that same feeling starting a new job with UPS. Join Team Louisville as a personal vehicle driver. Earn $21 per hour plus mileage delivering in your own car. Search and apply now at upsjobs.com/worldport. That's upsjobs.com/worldport.
Love getting prices that are lower than low on backyard favorites like grill-ready hamburgers and fresh-picked strawberries? Then shop at Kroger. We give you more ways to save on the fresh you love with tools like the Kroger app. where you can find personalized coupons on top of weekly sales. Plus, rewards like fuel points, giving you prices that are lower than the everyday low. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
The playing of the 84th Masters is underway, and Westwood One is there with you every step of the way. 2019 champion Tiger Woods looks to defend his title against a talented field competing amongst the fall foliage of the Augusta National Golf Club. Who will be fitted for this year's green jacket? Tune in to find out. If it's the 2020 Masters, it's right here.
Coverage begins Saturday at noon on 93.9 The Ville.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
To go deep into the basketball world, to go deep into the nerd zone. Actually, Steve, I was confessing to you during the break, I am a bit disappointed in myself for not having thought about the situational pressure,
right,
of injuries and the team, and I was thinking, I was saying to Steve, I'm saying I can't believe I didn't think about this stuff, and Charles Minlin's point of view earlier on when I heard about the injury. But you know what it was? When I heard the MCL sprain, I think that's what said, okay, how would I deal with an MCL? Like, how does a player deal with an MCL sprain versus something like a surgery or or anything like that? And then, like, my brain just kind of kept rolling during the break, and I'm thinking, Coach Mack and this is something I put on him early on because I wanted to see David Johnson. So I put this patient, extra conservative with injury tag on Coach Mack. I did that. It's probably my fault that I spread it to you guys, you know what I'm saying? But maybe we're all right about him being conservative. And then I just thought, as I was listening to Memphis Bleak Round Here Beat instrumental that Brian was played, it hit me like a ton of bricks as well. Actually, maybe a couple seconds before the instrumental started playing, I said, Steve, it's nice and cool to go uber conservative with David Johnson's return when you got Fresh Kimball, Ryan McMahon, Jordan Wara, Steven Enoch. You can do your little slow down, Malik.
Yeah.
When you got Steven there.
Yeah.
A full tilt center.
Sure.
When you got your point guard and you got one of the best shooters in the country or two of the best shooters in the country, it's easy to slow down with David Johnson.
Absolutely.
You're coming to a season where your talent level is a lot closer to your opponents.
Yeah.
Your desperation level or your urgency level is a lot higher. Watch one of your players jog up and down the court. Or during practice, or watch him during warm-ups and see him moving around and see if that little angel and that little demon on your shoulder, let's see if that angel voice let's see if that angel's voice gets a little softer when you see Charles Minlin on the treadmill sweating bullets. Y'all want to win? Put Charles in.
I know.
I'm ready to spin.
Yeah.
Right? See how fast you don't turn into Kill or whoever. Right?
Yeah.
Well, y'all want to win? Put Booby in.
Right.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, no, yeah, it's gonna feel different.
Yeah.
Your injury's gonna feel a little different. Your timelines will speed up.
No, absolutely, man. I mean, I think you're on with that.
Not that I'm putting the kids in any danger by speeding up timelines, but just
but you may go, okay, they're ready, but we can steal this game.
You trust their words a little more.
Sure.
Instead of being more conservative. Okay, so Steve, got that part out of the way, got the schedule, kind of got the injury part about the way. Team now, yellow, gold, jersey, dual player, hate it, like it, love it, indifferent. 8150 939 is the number. 3831 939. Feel free if you want to comment on the schedule, how it plays out, how the injuries are going to play. Do you feel a little more confident headed into the season? Less confident? All those things, feel free to jump on. Or the gold jersey situation. David Johnson, for those who don't know, David Johnson and Carlik Jones both win the gold jersey.
Yeah.
Go.
Well, I'm happy that David, whatever he did in practice, because here's the thing, I don't think David and Carlik are going up against each other very much in practice. So I don't think that that's a battle.
Is that a bad thing?
No, because I need their ability to play together means more to me than their ability to defend each other right now. Because the most important thing for this season right now is absolutely that backcourt being sharp together, because that's the one thing that we're banking on is good.
I may disagree.
Okay, go ahead.
I may disagree, and I don't know if I do it. I may disagree. I almost made a huge blunder in the studio.
Oh my gosh.
And on the microphone. So
that's awesome.
I may disagree because, and this is me just kind of like playing out. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I just knew I spilled coffee all over my white shoes.
No, you're good.
They were done. They were finished, Steve.
Nope, they're good.
Okay, so you said their ability to play together, cohesive, is the kind of the biggest deal, right?
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, okay, we're playing together in practice and getting cohesive, but who are we going against?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We haven't been going against Josh Nickelberry. We haven't been going against Sam Williamson. We've been going against Charles. But if we're playing together, if you and I are playing together, Steve,
yeah,
or let's just say David, if David and Carlik are playing together against Charles Menlin, who's the other guy they're going against? See where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Carlik and David against whoever you put out there. We're not sharpening our iron here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Carlik's the only guy that can blow around me just on pure on athleticism, on speed, on wit, all that good stuff.
Well, Charles has been playing all the way up until Thursday.
Okay,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. But again, whichever one Charles is guarding, the other guy probably is tearing his man up to shreds.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So
now I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to need David to stay in front of some good guards. Right?
Yeah.
And if I'm playing alongside Carlik the entire time, I'm not even sharpening my weapons.
Okay, but I mean, what if they're going against each other anytime?
Like drill wise.
Yeah. What if they're going against each other drill wise? But by the way, dude, listen. 247 put out.
Yeah, I was just about to break that to you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
I'm reading it right now.
The 10 best players in college basketball.
I'm listening.
All right, I'm gonna read them to you. Starting at number 1, Luka Garza, number 1. Cade Cunningham, 1A. The kid from Creighton, number 3. I can't say his name.
Right.
Jared Butler from Baylor, number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Hauser from Virginia, number 5. Trace Jackson Davis from Indiana, number 6. B.J. Boston from Kentucky, number 7. James Bouknight from UConn, number 8. Carlik Jones, number 9. And Drew Time, number 10. Says the Radford transfer has been the best player in Louisville's preseason, despite the Cardinals having another breakout player and candidate for this list, which is sophomore David Johnson. It's funny, we're reading this, right?
So he's honorable mention?
Yeah, it said the single biggest reason to question Jones here is the one that made us worry about including him. Generally speaking, even the immediate transfers who seem like no-brainer stars heading into their new destinations haven't always been. But Jones was among the nation's best players last year when he averaged 20 points, 4.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists, and 1.4 steals while shooting 40% from behind the three-point line and 81% from the free throw line. Advanced metrics love him. He ranked 8th nationally in player efficiency rating and 3rd in win shares behind Malachi Flynn and Sam Merrill. So he's a top 10 player in the country.
Visit Shane Company for meaningful holiday gifts. Our in-house design team creates unique styles of fine jewelry in every price range, exquisite symbols crafted with superior standards and made to last a lifetime. We have a variety of diamond infinity designs to symbolize your everlasting love. We're also known for our natural and vibrant rubies, which represent enduring passion. Or select a stylish necklace with the stone in her favorite color or her birthstone, so you'll always be close to her heart. Our jewelry consultants, in the store and online, will help you find something beautiful to put under the tree. Your gift will be a symbol of your love that will be treasured forever. Now you have a friend in the jewelry business. Shane Company and shaneco.com. Open weekdays 10 till 8, Saturday 10 till 5, and Sunday noon till 5.
Have you been in a car wreck? Insurance companies can be really tough to deal with on your own. I'm Sam Aguiar, and our team is here to help. We have been fortunate enough to represent thousands of people from Kentucky communities, and we would love to speak with you about your potential case. Our team loves what we do. The consultation for you is free, and we don't charge you anything unless we win the case for you. So come be a part of our team. Our phone number is easy. 502-888-8888. 502-888-8888.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold craft, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Louisville football takes on Virginia Saturday, and ESPN Louisville is your pre- and post-game headquarters. Join Pat Jaggers and Taylor Lynch at 1:30 for the Coors Light pregame show on ESPN 680 and 105.7. And then directly following the game, it's the Coors Light postgame show with Mark Ennis on all ESPN Louisville stations. We're the first place in town that will take your calls and hear live from Scott Satterfield. If it's Cards football, we talk about it here on ESPN Louisville.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville. Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning, I'm Brian Hull. The Sports Center update brought to you by Cox's Smokers Outlet and Spirit Shops, Louisville's neighborhood liquor store, now offering curbside service. More bad news coming out for the University of Louisville men's basketball team yesterday, as just days after the announcement that big man Malik Williams will be missing an extended period of time for the Cards. They have added another player to the injury list in grad transfer Charles Midland Jr. Midland Jr. is expected to miss the next 6 weeks of action due to a sprained MCL. In other college basketball news, the AP preseason polls for the upcoming season were released yesterday, with Kentucky coming in at number 10. Meanwhile, Indiana and Louisville received votes, but were kept out of the top 25. The Louisville women, on the other hand, came in at number 4 in their poll. Sticking with the Louisville women's team, it was also announced today that senior guard Dana Evans is the preseason player of the year for women's college basketball. Moving on to football, Louisville continues to prepare for their matchup against Virginia this weekend. And yesterday, head coach Scott Satterfield met with the media, and he stressed not overthinking his game plan with the extra week of preparation.
You don't ever want to overanalyze them, because I think when it ends up being information overload, you start putting too many plays in offensively, defensively, and in the kicking game. And so we didn't do any of that. We kind of, you watch film and you can just keep your mind fresh about who you're getting ready to play and about things that are going on. But really, you just stick with what you had in the game plan.
The Cards and the Cavs are set to kick off at 3:30 on Saturday. You'll be able to catch that on the ACC network, but be sure to catch all our pregame coverage right here on 93.9 The Ville, leading you all the way up to game time, immediately following the game for the postgame show. Moving on to Kentucky, they are looking to pick up a win after their bye week, as they'll take on Vanderbilt this weekend. And head coach Mark Stoops met with the media yesterday, and he addressed the team's quarterback situation.
The person who's going to give us the best opportunity to win right now is who we're going with, because we're here to win games and what we're going to do. But there is there. I mean, I do want to see. I want to continue to be fair and to be right to Terry. And if he gives us the best opportunity to win games, he'll be in there. And he did have a good week of practice last week. With that being said, I still think Joey and Bo have great upside, and I want to see them.
The Cats and the Commodores are set to kick off at noon on Saturday. Be sure to catch all our postgame coverage on ESPN 680. And last but certainly not least, just a reminder that ESPN Louisville is your exclusive home for the NFL this season. And in last night's Monday Night Football action, the New England Patriots eked out a 30-27 victory over the Jets, thanks to a last-second field goal. Keep it locked here. Middays with Marcus Maben is next. This is SportsCenter.
If you thought you saw the last of the double cheeseburger pizza from Papa John's, think again, because it's back again. And now they're debuting the sequel as a Papadilla, a quarter-pound of beef, zesty burger sauce and pickles on crispy flatbread crust. Again, one more time. Get a large double cheeseburger pizza for just $12, or a new double cheeseburger Papadilla for $6. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Again. Not valid with discounts, fees, and taxes. Extra prices may vary.
The teams are back in action, ready to get to work yourself? Start a new job with UPS. Join Team Louisville as a personal vehicle driver. Earn $21 per hour plus 58 cents per mile delivering in your own car. It's time to get off the sidelines and start earning right away. Enjoy 8-hour shifts and a job with big league growth opportunities at UPS. Search and apply now at upsjobs.com/worldport. That's upsjobs.com/worldport.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
we just had, the conversation we just had, cheered me up a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because now I felt like by the end of that conversation, we were back to talking about the details of sports. You know, you're getting schedules, you're getting matchups. It reminds you your team isn't completely depleted. You know, we're debating whether or not David Johnson and Carly are matching up against each other, and I mean, which I'm sure, like I said, of course the coaches know how to up the competition levels and stuff. We're just kind of doing an imaginary, hypothetical situation. It cheered me up enough to take a break.
Okay.
To take a break from that conversation.
I'm listening.
And go right to Brian Hall with one of our kind of quirky questions. I asked the question around the office. First response I got was when it was the original Coca-Cola song. All right.
Okay.
You remember your answer.
Yeah.
Brian Hall. Earliest commercial jingle from your childhood. What do you remember? What comes to mind? And Steve,
trying to think right now.
Steve's is going to be on the YouTube channel. So people, what I need you to do is go to YouTube and go to @MadeForTheVille, because Steve is going to have to demonstrate in the exact same way he told me about his story. Texters 3831-939. What made me think about this is because the jingle that came to mind was as I was making my coffee this morning. I remember saying, the best part of waking up
is Folgers in your cup.
Is Folgers in your cup. Like, why would I even remember that so well as a child? I mean, I was just like, Folgers was just like, that might have been my official adult. I bet you Folgers was the first coffee. I bet you.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, I put Folgers into chocolate pudding that I made, and it ended up being so good, but I thought it was stupid.
Okay.
But it came out in the directions one time. It was at my grandma's house. It ended up being like awesome, but I just didn't think it was supposed to go in there. But yeah, Folgers, I knew like Folgers. When I grew up, I got to drink Folgers.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So Steve, the YouTubers.
You want mine?
Hold on. We jumped to Steve real quick because Steve, I made everybody go to YouTube. I think this is also on Periscope. So if you're on Twitter, Steve, I need you to stand up.
Okay.
And demonstrate exactly what you told me. I asked you the question. I said,
Okay.
Steve,
Yeah.
What is the commercial? What is the jingle you remember from childhood? Yes. Now you explain exactly how you explained it to me.
It's just very simple. One I remember was something I did in the bathroom very much, and it was when you get out of the shower, you take your towel, and I was like, "You're not successfully clean until you're zestfully clean," and I would rub my back with the towel. Yeah.
I have a couple.
And you would do the shake and everything.
Oh yeah. No, just full butt naked. Just
you're
like
not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
Yeah. No, it was awesome. It was awesome.
You imagine Elijah does that now?
No, 100%. 100% he does.
I'm listening beyond.
Well, I think the first one that I think of, but obviously is a little too cliche, so I'm going to give you another one. But the McDonald's, I'm loving it. Like whenever they say, I'm loving it at the very end.
That's a good one.
I always get that one. But that's not the one that I was going to go with.
It didn't have the ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
What?
It didn't have the ba-da-ba-ba-ba, or that came later?
That came later.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Ba-da-da-da-da. I'm loving it.
Fair enough.
No, mine is, I got two for you. One is, give me a break, give me a break, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Break me off a piece of that.
That's pretty good.
I like that one.
That's a good one.
And then this one was not even something that I used, or because I used it, it was just kind of a catchy jingle. But it was the Huggies. I'm a big kid now.
That's a pretty good one.
That was stuck in your head early on.
Oh yeah.
That's a pretty good one too. Yeah.
I mean, hold on. I don't want to turn into this guy, but $5 footlong, that's way too recent, right?
Oh.
$5.
Is that too recent?
$5 foot
It's
long.
supposed to be your one from.
I don't know the age of
earliest
them.
one.
I mean, it might be something that was early for them.
How old is $5 footlong?
I mean,
It goes back to Jared, right?
Yeah, and that goes back. I was in high school. I
Like
think
20 years.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was when Jared. Yeah.
Golly, people.
So I said, trust the Midas touch.
What about like a good neighbor? State Farm is there.
That's a good one.
Is that new? I'm getting older by the second. My God. If this is are these from your childhood? Oh, McDonald. I like this one. Oh, beef patty special sauce.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yep. Somebody said I'm 25. so
Okay.
$5 foot long, 25. That's fair.
That's your
yeah,
childhood.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
good
100%,
call.
man.
Good call.
Yeah, that's good.
Sorry about that. I was my ageism. The double mint song.
Yeah.
Okay.
The double mint twins or whatever.
My bologna. I knew the my bologna has a first name.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew that.
Do you know the one that's special to me too? Is I remember riding to football games and I would always hear the smile making people.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You remember that one?
I don't know that one.
Just because you probably wasn't riding to the games.
Because it was always Denny Crum did them.
What's the song?
It was like the bacon making,
The smile making people.
bologna making people. Yeah.
The Louisville coaches
Those were
had to
before
deal with that. They did the commercials.
I know.
They were before the game.
Wasn't it for Oscar Mayer?
It might have been. What was it? It was.
Gillette, the best a man can get.
Yeah, that's a good one. Toys R Us. Yeah. Nickelodeon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick.
Pooch Patriot.
Crossfire.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Pooch Patrol.
Somebody said Crossfire. That's a good one.
Crossfire. Yeah, that is a good one.
Oscar Mayer Wiener. Yeah.
Yeah. I like I said, I knew the Oscar Mayer.
Fishers. Yes. Thank
Fishers,
you, Texter.
yes.
Fishers.
The smile making people.
Fishers, man.
See, I don't know that one.
Well, like I said, you wasn't riding to the games. We were riding to watch you.
I'll find you one. Hold on.
Yeah. So.
Plumber Chuck, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
What's going on? I know you all are younger, but I grew up in the 70s, and there was two. The first one was Andy Griffith with Ritz crackers. It was good cracker, and the other one was GE. We bring good things to life.
See, yeah, I do remember that. I'm surprised I didn't get a "Where's the beef?" Plumber Chuck. Yeah, there it go. Look, it just popped up. Yeah,
that's good. We'll see.
Appreciate the call.
Yeah. I'm looking.
Dr. Wario. I don't think I know that one.
California Raisins.
Wait, I made "Where's the Beef"? Hold on. Wait, what?
I made "Where's the Beef" into a song. I'd like to hear it.
All right. I saw California. Those California Raisins commercials were really funny too.
Yeah, they were a little before me, but
you know about them?
Yeah, I mean, I just yeah. Dr. Wario. Okay. Fat kids, skinny kids who climb on rocks.
What? I don't know that one.
The snack that smiles back. The snack that smiles back.
What's that?
Goldfish.
I know of. I don't remember the commercial. I know of the goldfish.
M&M's that melts in your mouth. It's a good one. Some good commercials, man.
They're locked into your brain for
I know.
A good jingle, man.
I know.
Golly.
Plumber Chuck called back and he said, "Do you remember Ernest from the market commercials? What did he say? He told me Ernest from the something market commercials. Ask Steve if he knows that.
I don't know. Ernest from the market.
The Tootsie Roll Owl.
How many licks does it take? Yeah.
Yes.
Tootsie Pop. Yeah. We got you.
Somebody sent the image. I'm curious.
No, I know. Yeah, some of these I gotta let. It's like 1,000 texts have come in.
The Budweiser frog. How old is that?
I mean, I was a kid.
Oh.
Yeah, I was a kid because I got in trouble
for going Bud.
Yeah, I was just like, Mom's like, don't be saying that in public.
Why?
My dad's like, it's just beer.
Trojan Man commercials.
Trojan Man.
Yes. Good one. Calgon, take me away. I definitely.
The Rice Krispies, the Snap, Crackle, Pop.
That was good.
That was a good early one. Golly, these things are locked in your
Dr.
head.
Pepper, yeah, that's funny.
The frogs were good.
Yeah, no, I know.
Calgon. Give it to Mikey. He'll eat it. Wait. Did somebody say kid sister? I thought I saw that pop up. kid sister and
Probably,
me.
dude. It's gone now.
My buddy and me. Was it my buddy?
My buddy.
Yeah,
my buddy.
Wherever I go,
Yeah.
he goes.
I know.
Well, Lucky Charm.
Oh, somebody said my buddy on Twitter. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, then somebody said the crossfire.
Hungry hippos. That was one that stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Hungry hippos. Somebody said Ernest used to say what?
The print company.
I'm curious about the
I can't click on it.
The Ernest
I know,
one.
I'm trying to find it. Too many texts. Know what I mean, Vern.
Oh, he was like the first Joe Dirt kind of.
Okay. I never
Ernest.
wasn't. Ernest was a little before me, too. I never was really a
Sock 'em
Ernest guy.
boppers.
I remember those.
Go Power Rangers. Does that count?
That's kind of a show, but yeah, but I feel you. Like, yes, that is me if I was doing.
If we were just doing jingles.
Yeah.
Teddy Ruxpin.
Wasn't that a bear? Wasn't that creepy bear?
Right?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Okay. Right now, Brian.
I got one.
Wait. Brian. Right now, can you sing the Mr. Potato Head song?
Mr. Potato Head song?
Yes.
No, I can't.
I can't either.
I'm doing a show with two people that can't sing the Mr. Potato Head song. Brian, can you bring up? Look, tell me the one you found, and then please bring up Mr. Potato Head on YouTube. The original Mr. Potato Head song.
Okay, right now I put Mr. Potato Head song and like the first 5 are from Toy Story.
No, you thieves! No, put in Mr. Potato Head commercial, please. Surely they got a Mr. Potato.
He's so well bred. He's Mr. Potato Head. He's more fun than Eddie's fun.
What is that?
He's cool.
It's the most popular Mr. Potato Head song.
No.
Commercial.
That Mr. P.
Mr. P. What the hell is this? What is this? No, Brian. The Mr. Potato Head family is what I want. This plan says 1, 2, 3. Mr. Potato Head family. I don't want that crap.
Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, that's me.
Congratulations. It's a potato.
It's Mr. Potato Head family. There's Mr., Mrs., and baby too. Potato Head family, I love you. With eyes and ears and hats and noses. You can fit them in so many poses.
Oh, my God.
And change them easy as 1, 2, 3. Mr. Potato Head family. I like you, funny baby.
Mr. Potato Head family, new from Hasbro Preschool.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Meow Mix. Meow Meow. Is that Meow Mix when it's a meow meow?
Yeah, that's a good one. Look, hey, Doug Beaumont said, "The more Ovaltine, please."
Ovaltine.
Yeah.
Ovaltine, more Ovaltine, please.
Yeah.
What about
And
the double mint? Double your pleasure, double your fun.
Yeah. Somebody had that, and baby back ribs. He had baby.
I want my baby
yeah.
back. that was a good jingle. Yeah. Somebody just came up with the chilies. Yeah, that Meow Mix was good. Well, okay, what's the dog one? What the dog say? What was the dog saying? Bacon strips. That's bacon strips. That's what it was.
Yeah. Somebody said,
bacon.
What about the classic Chili's baby back ribs?
Yeah, that's what we just said.
Sorry. Well, it's kind of hard when I got all these.
No, listen, they're fine.
We've only said like 50 of them.
Meow Mix.
Are people just trying to get their own commercials in here?
I know. Look, somebody's going in there, and look, we're gonna get in here. And
Somebody works for a local car lot.
That's good. 4 pegs. What?
Yeah, you know the 4-peg jingle?
Yeah.
The one where they say, looking for some 4 pegs. 4 pegs. Yeah, no, I remember that one from
What
my
was the
childhood.
Rally's punchline? Because all the coaches did it.
Oh yeah, because my dad would always be in the car, or we'd always be like, Rick Pitino does not eat at rallies.
Yeah.
Oh, he was like after a
Rally's
late.
got a good burger, man.
Oh, that's what it was. He said he's like, if our game goes into overtime or something like that, he was like, I go to rallies. Bull crap. You've never ate a Rally's burger in your life.
I disagree with that.
Rick.
You went from Coach D to Rick, especially after a loss.
Yeah, get out of here.
Now you hating on Rally's?
No, I love Rally's. I eat Rally's all the time. Tony Melito. Yep, that's true.
Yeah, listen, he listens to the show and he's trying to do.
No, he truthfully does. I know a lot of people that.
What about Tony?
Yeah, all jokes aside. Yeah.
Tony Melito.
And no, I know people that work for him. Yeah. Right. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Yeah.
That one's kind of feels so new.
Not that old, but Kmart, I shipped my pants.
Look, Ace but look, you work for Ace.
Ace.
Chevrolet Like a Rock is a good one.
Yep. Chevrolet Like a Rock.
Okay, so how are we going to get back on target on this one?
So,
because you don't go straight from that to Satterfield. You don't go from that to saying Dana Evans is going to be player.
Did anybody mention the Toys R Us one?
Somebody said Toys R Us way down.
I don't want to grow up.
Yeah.
I just want to be a kid.
Listen, we're doing. Look. You know what business is? Today's the day. JD by Ryder.
Yeah, that was a good one.
You know what? Look, I know you're listening, JD by Ryder. That's your shout out.
Where's my people in the county that would always see the Pearl's Food Mart? Pearl's Food Mart just stuck in my head. Like somebody on this text line tell me you know what Pearl's Food Mart is. I mean, dude, we're in Mount Washington. It was just, dude, it was like I couldn't get that out of my head, man.
But you know what? Listen, we got an Arby's employee. Arby's, we have the meats.
I know.
Shout out to my Arby's people.
I know. That's funny.
Slinky was a good one.
Yeah, Slinky.
Slinky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that was solid.
That was. We should rank these, man.
Kool-Aid.
We should have had this all ranked. We should have went top 10.
No, I know, but everybody has those, man, that you just randomly sing. Like Zestfully Clean is still mine. Like I just randomly I what made me think of that was I did that with my son the other day, my 2-year-old. I was shaking him up and I was like, he's zestfully clean. He was like,
what are you doing?
Yeah. He's just like, oh, mama, dad. No, whatever.
First
link.
Listen, we're giving shout outs. First link, shout out.
I know. I gotta wait until they. Did nobody know what Pearl's Food Mart was? Maybe I just made that commercial up.
The Yum Bubble Yum.
Bubble Yum, yeah.
Spuds McKenzie for Bud Light. I remember that, but I don't remember the jingle. I remember the character, but none of the jingles at all.
Yeah.
Lawrence, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
What's up, guys?
Chilling.
It's not going to be a commercial.
What's up, man?
I've never been at jingles like that. But I want to say something about Louisville basketball, the injuries. You know, a year ago I would have been worried about that, but knowing who we got on this team right now, I'm like, next man up. But Adrian Gahan won a chance to prove that he's the player. Here you go. It's Charles Minns out, Nickelberry. You got to prove you're a player now. Here you go. So, yeah, next man up. Got to be ready to play. I feel good about the team no matter what.
Appreciate it, Lawrence. Thanks, man. That's a good call.
Lawrence was done with the commercial talk. Called in to get things back on track.
Lawrence hates middays with Marcus Maven. Steve, I was going to try to send you a message, a bet. I was going to try to send you a $1 Cash App bet that says, I bet $1 that this has absolutely nothing to do.
Oh, my gosh.
Because he doesn't like us to veer from the Louisville basketball team.
He said, hey, I know y'all talking about the jingles and stuff, but, I mean, this Louisville basketball team, next man up. Hey, if Malik's out Aiden got to be ready to play. If Midland is out, Nickelberry, you got to be ready to play.
At some point, Brian, let me ask you this, because you're more. Yes. 7'5",
Yeah.
6'4".
Lawrence gives two craps about this topic.
Brian, you get to talk to Lawrence a lot more than we do.
Say that?
You get to talk to Lawrence more than we do. Are you sure he doesn't purposely just say, I don't get whatever they're talking about?
It's one of two things. Either Lawrence doesn't listen to the show the full time and he just has his topics that he wants to talk about and he calls in just randomly and he's going to talk about his topics no matter what and get his answer and get out.
Or the second he gets bored.
Or he is blatantly like, all right, I'm done with this commercial talk. Let's get back to Louisville basketball.
I think
and he
that's
calls
it.
in to get us back on track.
No, I legitimately listen. I've met Lawrence. We've met Lawrence.
Oh yeah.
Lawrence, a good dude, but I legitimately no. I don't. I think that's 100% authentic. I don't think he does that for show. I think he's like, all right, I'm getting bored. 81-59-39. Hey, I know y'all are talking about jingles and all, but hey, with this injury situation, like, yeah, no.
But
100%.
to be honest with you, Marcus, I'm as much of a guess as you all, even though I talked to Lawrence, because here's how our conversation would go. Hello? And then there's like a 5-second pause, and then there's Lawrence, and he's like, it's Lawrence. I want to talk to the guys. All right, Lawrence, man.
I love
Thanks
him.
for the call.
No, I love him because, listen, Lawrence is one thing that a lot of people aren't in this world. He's authentic, man. Like, I don't believe there is 1 ounce of him that is doing that for ha-has. I think he's like, I legitimately am like, yeah, this is great, but this is Sports Talk Radio.
And I got some emotions to get off.
Y'all have 16 hours of coverage a day at 93.9 and ESPN 680. I got to balance 16 hours.
How many hours do we have a day?
16 hours of local coverage. And actually,
radio.
we have more than that. We have more than that, but that's 16
radio.
daily that we have of live radio. And Lawrence is like, y'all just took. Now, it was 15:30. Because y'all's ignorant rear ends were under talking about jingles. So now I've only got 15:30 today to listen to. So I think there was a genuine anger with him.
You robbed me of 20 minutes of sports talk radio.
Yeah.
I think for him calling in and doing that, you should have at the very end been like, okay, we'll answer your question, but we need your best jingle.
Yeah, Lawrence.
I
wish we would have did that.
Good point, Brian.
I wish we would have did that.
I just thought he was mad at me.
No, Lawrence, I don't think mad. I think he's just listen, Lawrence is just genuinely like, hey, it's over.
Chop chop.
Yeah, no, I love y'all. Like, I love the show.
He loves
listens.
the show.
He listens
this is
every
one of the
day.
only shows that he still calls into.
Yeah, he loves the show
regularly.
But I think he just legitimately is like, no, y'all, I'm done. I just want y'all to know I'm done.
We love Lawrence, though.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
Well, I don't really know how to transition as professional as I am.
No, we're done.
I'll
Go to
just
commercial.
take a quick commercial break.
Yeah, we're
Middays
done.
with Marcus, baby, on 93.9 The Ville.
Pretty soon, turning on the heat in your home will be a common event. And if you're not sure your heating system is ready for the winter months ahead, it may be time to call who we call at the station DFH Company. This month from DFH, you can get 18 months special financing and a $1,000 rebate on a qualified train comfort system from the DFH Company. It's hard to stop a train, and it's hard to not call DFH Company today at 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
When you are buying or selling a home, you have a ton of questions that need to be answered. Well, what if I could answer those questions with 3 simple words? Call Josh Jarbo. Josh specializes in residential real estate, getting buyers the home of their dreams and sellers top dollar for their home with the best negotiating skills in the industry. And if you tell him you heard about him right here, you'll receive up to a $5,000 seller's credit. So contact Josh Jarbo today at 502-216-7590 or joshjarbo@remax.net.
Hey, all you sports fans and dog lovers out there, Brian Hall here. When it's time for the big game, big fans need big TVs. And sometimes you may even want to bring your dog. And at Double Dogs, you can do both and even satisfy those big appetites. With choices like Black Angus burgers, wings tossed in homemade sauces, and dog bowl nachos. Double Dogs will make sure you get the fuel you need at lunch or dinner while never having to miss a game. So whether you have 2 legs or 4, you can cheer on and chow down at Double Dogs. Located in the Middletown Commons.
Here's what you missed on The Drive with Mark Ennis.
I'm really happy for our friends over there at Starlight Racing who once again took home the biggest race of the weekend with Authentic winning the Breeders' Cup Classic. And Authentic now is the owner of that one and was retired this morning to go make babies.
Well, that's the dream, I guess, if you're a horse.
Win races, have lots of sex.
Hell yeah.
Save that, please. Mark.
The Drive, weekdays 3 to 6 on 93.9 The Ville.
After the year we've had, Genesis Diamonds thinks you deserve something really special. And we're making it happen. This weekend, Genesis Diamonds' largest sale ever, with savings up to 35% store-wide. Plus aggressive zero-interest financing and an expanded selection of gorgeous all-new designer jewelry. Rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, new engagement rings too. Turn your 2020 challenge into a 2020 celebration with something special from Genesis. 3 days of incredible store-wide savings this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza, on approved credit.
Have you been in a car wreck? Insurance companies can be really tough to deal with on your own. I'm Sam Aguiar, and our team is here to help. We have been fortunate enough to represent thousands of people from Kentucky communities, and we would love to speak with you about your potential case. Our team loves what we do. The consultation for you is free, and we don't charge you anything unless we win the case for you. So come be a part of our team. Our phone number is easy, 502-888-8888. 502-888-8888.
With this weekend's major golf tournament, along with professional and collegiate football, there will be no shortage of action. DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app, wants to put you in the center of it all. To celebrate Sunday's action, DraftKings is ensuring all new users are covered up to $100. That's right, you bet, they cover with risk-free Sunday betting on all of Sunday's action. DraftKings will have special promotions and odds boosts every day of this year's tournament in Augusta, Georgia. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code WLCL when you sign up to ensure your Sunday bets up to $100. That's code WLCL during sign-up for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Indiana only, risk-free coverage paid out in site credits. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Baltimore Ravens football plays here on ESPN Louisville.
Play action. Jackson keeps it. Sweeps around the left side. He will stroll in for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens look to stay hot Sunday as they take on the Patriots. Pre-game coverage begins at 7:50 with kickoff at 8:20 on 93.9 The Ville. Ravens football on ESPN Louisville is presented by Liquor Barn, Body Armor Sports Drink, and Molly Malone St. Matthews, home of the Raven.
Tuesday with Greeny, we look back on Monday Night Football, the Patriots and the Jets. Can the Patriots salvage something of their season? And we start looking ahead to an enormous week to come. It's Greeny.
Catch Greeny from 12 to 2 p.m. on 93.9 The Ville.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
But yeah, so it was kind of missing, but the price was good there. I liked the AT&T TV. It had everything.
Is YouTube better than AT&T?
I think. Well, the channels are the same, but the AT&T was like $80. So I was like, I'm not doing that. But it was then YouTube kind of had everything I wanted. The only thing is the regional sports networks. But I got ways I can watch the Reds and and different things like that. So I'm like, I'm okay there. But no, I really like it, man. I really like it. Like it's
and there's a chance we might be closer in game time.
We will be now. We will be now. Yeah, we will be now. So it was it's like $68 a month after tax.
Texter says Rummage has to catch up on Teen Mom LMAO.
No, it's not Teen Moms. It is Jersey Shore, Family Vacation. It is MTV Challenge. And my son, my 2-year-old, is a massive, maybe the biggest ridiculousness fan on planet Earth. So I have to have AT&T, or I have to have.
That was per his request.
Yeah, per his request. And I got AT&T internet set up down there. They got fiber down there, so I got like 1,000. It's crazy.
YouTube streaming is the best.
Well, it was the best for me. Yeah, it was the best for me. It was kind of everything I needed. It had the unlimited DVR. I liked that. It was very easy. It works on my phone. I mean, now, see, if I want to watch TV.
What would you do if you wanted to watch Made for the Ville?
Well, I would just go to YouTube.
Thanks for the endorsement, Steve.
Oh.
You were supposed to say something like really.
Like, I don't know. I would just go to YouTube and watch Made for the Ville. This is YouTube TV.
Thank you for telling people how easy that is, Steve.
YouTube TV has picture-in-picture. Really? Oh, you're going to have to tell me how to do that. You're going to have to tell me how to do that. Because I was literally last night looking all over the app because I was like, where's the picture-in-picture? I was like, or can you do picture-in-picture here? Yeah. All right, Texter, you're going to have to shoot me a text there and let me know how to do that. YouTube TV had it for 2 years. The interface is better. I liked it. I liked everything.
It was awesome for me to be watching YouTube and watch that little icon pop up in the corner, and my MacBook detected my television, and it just said, you press here, and I pressed the little icon, and all of a sudden what I was watching on YouTube was on my television in my house.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary, but kind of awesome.
Kind of terrifying. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, so the move to
YouTube TV,
to streaming TV has been a good one.
You haven't hit any anxiety yet, is what you're saying.
No, yeah, everything works well. Yeah, I'm like, okay, I like this. I can do this. I can do this.
So Satterfield spoke yesterday. Anything that catches your attention off the first thing? Because I will start with what caught my attention listening to Coach Satterfield. He was asked about the Virginia game. I love this response. Response was, yeah, we're not going to overthink it. A lot of times he said I'm a big guy against overthinking.
Okay.
You don't want to overanalyze an opponent. I've never been in favor of that, even when you've had a long time or 2 weeks to prepare for a team. You don't ever want to overanalyze them because I think when it ends up being information overload, you start putting too many plays in offensively, defensively, and in the kicking game. And for us,
this is number 2.
Of that, we kind of, you watch film and you can just keep your mind fresh about who you're getting ready to play and about things that are going on. But really, you just stick with what you had in the game plan. And now as we start back practice this week, last night, you're looking at those plays and the different things, and you're going to be there. Maybe things didn't look as good, and so you maybe refine them a little bit, but you're not going to do any kind of overhauling and really change or add a whole lot to the game plan.
Is that, if you struggle, does that turn into I'm mad at him for not doing more, or is that like the petty fan?
Yeah, to me that's a little bit of that, because I think that
and keep in mind, people, I am a big fan of repetition, simplicity, speed.
Well, you can tell he is very much the type of coach that is we do what we do. See, Coach Pitino, I know it's 2 different sports, but I mean, that's a point of reference here. Coach Pitino would know everything. I mean, you hear Perrin Johnson, some of those people tell about stories, and it's everything the other team does. And we can shut it down. And we can do this, we can do that. Coach Satterfield, you can tell, is very much from the –
look, you got to stop us.
From the Dabo Swinney school of I do what I do well. If I can do that, then we're good. Not that you won't scout, but like, hey, this is a couple things they do that we need to know. Outside of that, you play your principles. Defensively, offensively, you play your principles, man. And this is what they do. And if that zone read, that zone run, not really the zone read, but I mean the zone off tackle, it doesn't matter what they do. I've got a hat on a hat. So I don't really care.
Am I going to win my matchup?
Yeah, you got to win your one-on-one, man, at the end of the day.
So that's what stood out for me. Anything on you in particular?
Yeah, something that stood out for me was Monty Montgomery being on the depth chart. And Coach Satterfield said we're still going to be out without quite a few guys. But Monty Montgomery was on the depth chart, so I'm wondering if he is not going, or if he's going to be able to play.
Oh, he said anything too deep on the depth chart's there.
Yeah, so it's like with Monty Montgomery back. I mean, I think that's a big get back. I mean, you still are obviously, we don't know exactly who we're going to be missing, but he said they're still waiting on a few tests to come back.
I'm sure he definitely don't want to divulge any of that.
No, and he shouldn't.
Just old school coach. Just. No, I don't.
No, not game week. Yeah, that's why y'all find out after I find out. So but I mean, so hopefully you get him back. I mean, but that was pretty much the main takeaways for me was who are we getting back? When are we getting them back? And so yeah.
What did you think about on dealing with COVID and not using it as an excuse? Down 3 offensive staff members. From the Stoops presser.
No. Oh, by the way, Texters, first time streaming on YouTube. First off, thank you for
awesome that you gave it a try.
Thank you. And no, this is not the new studio.
No, it's not the new studio.
No, the new studio will have a window and have some things. So
why did you gloss over my Stoops presser question?
I wasn't listening.
On dealing with COVID and not using it as an excuse. Down 3 offensive staff members, Steve. Stoops presser. What's your opinion on that?
I don't have one.
Brian, give me the creating turnover because I want to know how we're going to create some more turnovers.
They'll probably win this weekend. They play Vandy. Right?
And if we can find ways to somehow create some turnovers, we've been very deficient. I think in the last 4 games creating turnovers. I think maybe 1 at the Pitt game there, and there hadn't been many. We had 1 at Florida State. I mean, it just hadn't been many over the last 4 or 5 games, and so. Try to create some pressure there so we can get some turnovers. But even in special teams and offense, what can we do to maybe try to steal possessions and or occupy the ball to where Virginia is limited in their offensive production?
Does that mean offsides kicks or fake punts when he says steal some possessions? Got to be these fake punts, right?
Yeah, or maybe a little more if we're on our side, maybe a little more.
Go for it.
Well, I say our side, but I mean 40 in. Maybe you do a little more. Hey, if it's 1, we got to be able to get a yard. Now, not backed up at your own 30 or something, but like
Madden style.
Yeah, but hey, man, I mean, if we're within 60 yards of the end zone, we got to be able to get a yard.
Madden short yards started getting damn near impossible. That got a little too hard.
The game in general is really too hard.
It's gotten too complicated for you now?
It's too much. It's too much now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm out. Completely out. I'm glad my son's playing it, though, because he knows the game. At his age, he knows the game way better than I did. Like the game of football. Yeah, he knows the game way better than I did at his age.
You remember when he used to talk about Teddy B studying playbooks and using the plays? And
absolutely.
Setting them up? How awesome was that?
Yeah, no, look, it's great.
I'm curious about this.
Well, so yeah.
I don't want to give it life.
Don't.
But
I will say, the conversation though sounds like, truthfully, I mean,
You're right.
I think he knows the importance of finishing this season strong. I think you listen to him and he can tell, he knows.
Is it personnel or team finish strong?
I think it's both. Because a lot of this personnel's back next year. I mean, Tutu Atwell probably takes his shot at the league, I would imagine. Dez.
He is really fast.
Yeah, Dez might take his shot. Dorian Etheridge, I could see him making a decision and not coming back. But a lot of these guys, maybe a guy like Rajay who's played 5 years or so of. Look, Drew just printed out a crossword puzzle.
Listen, I appreciate.
It's one of his favorite things to do.
That's what I was.
I wish we could have caught him going by. Have a nice lunch, Papa.
But it's like his one getaway. He'll go eat lunch somewhere and he'll sit there and do his crossword.
I appreciate Drew's his discipline when it comes to his crossword, but I'm gonna tell you where I kind of crashed into. For as many crossword puzzles as Drew does, I can't believe he doesn't answer more trivia questions.
Dude, he's got to be. You've got to contribute more on this trivia, man. If you're knocking down these crossword puzzles like this, dude.
Yeah. Or are you just looking them up on the internet?
No. He's
dedicated.
For all the things that you can say about him. He's a competitor,
right?
Yeah. No, he's a competitor.
So he won't just go.
No, he's a college athlete. He's a competitor. Yeah. So,
but he does have to contribute more to the
Yeah, I don't believe he cheats though. Yeah, I don't believe he cheats on those.
To the trivia.
Yeah. It's like you can't be knocking down crossword puzzles on a daily basis like that.
What percentage of the crossword do you think he finishes on a daily basis? Because he probably just puts himself on a timer or something.
You would think.
A 30-minute timer.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, out of let's say 40 clues.
Yeah. I bet he finishes them. Yeah, I bet he finishes them.
He should be finishing them. He's usually pretty locked in.
Yeah. I bet he finishes them because here's the thing. He also doesn't strike me as somebody that would just keep doing them if he sucked. So I think he probably is pretty good at them, right?
You would have to be.
Yeah.
You do them every day?
Yeah. I mean, at some point.
I mean, he's done it every single day since.
I mean, maybe we should try to get a
one of his books.
That's what shocked me that's the only reason I brought it up because I saw him go.
Oh, he gets it from the New York Times, right?
Yeah, or somewhere like.
Brian, where does he get his crossword?
It's one of the newspapers. It's usually in a newspaper.
Because he said he quit. He used to get the newspaper just for the crossword or something like that, and he said he'll start printing.
I think it has to be USA Today
or USA Today.
Yeah,
it could be the Courier.
It's fair.
Mandatory. I'm not going there either. I'm not going to any of those other places, Steve. Give me one last good subject before we get out of here.
WWE is going to start holding. There's thinking about holding a pay-per-view next year in early next year, like the Royal Rumble in a baseball stadium.
Brian, give me a random good story.
He was over your good story. He didn't want that.
No. That was fine. That was what I wanted.
The women's basketball team is ranked number 4. We haven't talked about it since the beginning, the very beginning of the show.
That's true.
The people who have not heard about it, that was 2 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
So probably got a little different audience. Women are number 4 in the preseason poll, and Dana Evans was named the preseason player of the year for women's basketball.
Are we more excited about Haley Van Lith or the number 4 ranking?
Number 1 in the ACC too, by the way.
Well, the thing is Haley, if she performs the way people are expecting her, she'll be the best player in the country next year. So we'll have the best player in the country 2 years in a row.
I'm really looking forward to watching her play because you want to talk about competitor, man. Like, she is a competitor. She is one of those, there's a lot of fire there. But here's the thing, man. Do you know what, with women's basketball, we're getting, I don't want to say used to, but it's not
no.
the shock of having the top-ranked player. Asia Durr come in. She's a tough guy. You know, like she's top ranked. She's you bring it, and even if it's not number one, it's top 5. You know, Shoni Schimmel comes in, one of the top players.
I got some good news.
But here's the thing, though. I got a question. Y'all gotta answer because I'm already excited about it. Brian, look it up. What game does Louisville women's play Kentucky?
Oh yeah, that's right. Not gonna happen.
Because they
not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Because it's common sense to move it back, but that's neither here nor there.
I got something for you because we got about 2 or 3 minutes here before the end of the show. We're about a week out from the NBA draft. So what are some of your all's pre-thoughts going into the NBA draft? Who do you think goes number 1? I personally think there's going to be a bunch of trading going on as soon as they open the memorandum or whatever and allow the teams to make deals. I think due to the fact there's not a lot of big-name free agents, it's an unknown draft at the top, I think that there's going to be a lot of players on the move on draft night.
Jordan Wara 22, Jay Scrubb 29.
That's your predictions?
Yep.
I totally keep forgetting that the NBA draft is coming up.
It's a week away from tomorrow.
It's so odd this year. I mean, it's just
you asked for good news. That's something I want to give you.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm excited.
It's something to think about because honestly,
I'm
like
totally
you said,
going to watch it.
I imagine half of our listeners had no idea that the NBA draft is next week.
Does it seem seem like the NBA guys have been the college draftables have been in a year off season?
Yeah. Because, I mean, it feels like forever since we watched Jordan Wara play.
I know. I feel like it's been a complete year.
I mean, think about somebody like Jay Scrubb. His season probably ended in January or February. It'd be in JUCO.
The girls have 5 McDonald's All-American.
That's insane.
I think Jordan Wara is looking at being an early to mid-second round pick right now.
We're going to win.
Yeah. Jay Scrubb's in the same area.
We're going to win the championship in women's basketball.
We're just having 2 separate conversations. This is great. I'm just caught in the middle. I'm like, yeah, they probably will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see Jordan going there.
We're going to win a women's national championship this year.
I think so.
I'll tell you what, when they went to the national championship last time, it was a pretty awesome road to follow the Louisville women.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It was great.
No, they really can this year, man. Because like the texter says,
we got cheated.
Where?
Maisha Hines out. We got cheated.
Against Mississippi State? 100%.
We got cheated, man.
Yeah, no, that was 1,000%.
We got cheated.
It was bad. Yeah, no, it was terrible. They should have won the title that year.
I was listening. We got cheated.
I got something for you. So the UConn women, they tend to not be as strong as they have in the past. And I feel like, because they were the types that always had Haley Van Liths coming in every year, and it was just, whoever UConn's best player was the best player in the country. And don't get me wrong, they're still the top team, but at the same time, I think that they are much more, compared to 5 to 10 years ago, you're like, well, we're playing for second place. Now, I think it's much more wide open in women's basketball. And I think Jeff Walls is actually, and this is not me just being biased, I think he is working his way up, being younger than Gino, that he's kind of developing himself into that next big-time women's he already is a big-time women's basketball coach, but I'm talking about like Pat Summitt, Gino Auriemma type level, because he's still young enough that he could, hit that hot streak in 5 to 10 years and go on like a 10, 15-year tear.
We should have won. We should have won too. We've had the best team.
Well, we got a good team this year, man. So it is going to be exciting to follow.
I know. I can't even believe my